Hello, and welcome to another episode of Mad Scientist Brewing Beer Education Series. Today's video, we're going to be looking at the Belgian style beer known as the Dubbel. Unfortunately, I don't have a good example to drink today. It's actually one of the harder styles I've found to find, around here at least, but I'll at least be able to talk about it a little bit today. So let's look at some of the vital statistics for this style. Alright, this style has an ABV of 6.0 to 7.6%, which gives it an elevated alcohol level. It's got an original gravity of 1.062 to 1.075, or 15.2 to 18.2 degrees Plato. It has a final gravity of 1.008 to 1.019, or 2.1 to 4.6 degrees Plato. It has an IBU range of 15 to 25, with a low perceived bitterness, and an SRM value of 10 to 17, which gives it a copper to brown color. Alright, sensory-wise, appearance, this has got a dark amber to copper color with an attractive reddish depth of color. It is generally clear with a large, dense, and long-lasting creamy off-white head. For aroma, it has moderate to moderately strong, rich, malty aroma with hints of chocolate, caramelized sugar, or toast. It is never roasted or burnt. It has moderate fruity esters, often dark or dried fruit, especially raisins and plums, sometimes palm fruit or banana. It has low to moderate spicy, peppery phenols. Hop aroma is typically absent, but it can have low spicy, herbal, or floral character. The malt is the strongest in the balance, with esters and spice adding complexity. A low, soft, perfumey alcohol aroma is optional. Flavor-wise, the flavor profile is similar to the aroma for the malt, esters, phenols, alcohol, and hops. It has medium-low to medium bitterness, but malt is always prominent in the balance. The esters and phenols add complexity and interest to the malt, and alcohol is typically not tasted. It is malty rich and sometimes sweet flavor. That finishes moderately dry with a malty aftertaste accentuated by yeast esters and phenols. The mouthfeel is smooth with medium to medium full body and a medium-high carbonation, which can influence the perception of body. A low alcohol warmth is optional, but it is never hot or solventy. For characteristic ingredients, you have a spicy estery Belgian yeast. It has the impression of a complex grain bill, although many of the traditional versions are actually quite simple, with caramelized sugar syrup or unrefined sugars and yeast providing a lot of that complexity. Continental hops would be used here, and spices are not typical, but if present, they should be subtle. Some history on the style. The modern Dubbel traces its way back to the double brown or strong beer that was first produced at the Westmalle monastery in 1922, when the brewery was reestablished after World War I. The other modern examples date from after World War II. Looking at some other styles to compare this with, it is similar to a Dunkelsbach, but with Belgian yeast and sugar character. It is similar in strength and balance to a Belgian blonde ale, but with richer malt and ester profile. It is less strong and intense than a Belgian dark strong ale. Lastly, some commercial examples are Chimay Red, La Trappe Dubbel, Rochefort 6, and Westmalle Dubbel. Alright, that is the end of this video on the Dubbel style. Hopefully you have better luck at finding an example of this to drink than I do. They are around, so they're quite a treat if you can find one. So until next time, cheers.